Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
Your sweater looks comfy.
It is comfy, and also has a very cool hood, and I've been wearing it with my old brown, and it gives me kind of an Obi-Wan thing going on.
Love it.
Obi-Wan Swank Obi.
Yeah.
Also, your
apostrophe P1.
Obi-Wan.
Because I'm
Right.
Oh, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
That's exactly the picture of you at Merlin's. I was like, you're like Coach Beard in Beard's Night Out.
Yep.
I was
That
like,
is
fuck yes.
That is your new cosplay. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Who are you supposed to be? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. All right, here we go. Fuck, I can't even do this. All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 168, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and J. Bird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
Hello, all.
Sup?
Howdy.
How we all doing?
Just Ducky.
Post-fest.
Post-fest.
Post Fest.
I wasn't going to say anything, but this is the first year I have, knock on wood, that I have not gotten sick after fest. Normally I'm just like miserable, sick. I lose my sense of taste, and I haven't gotten anything yet.
I got sick during Fest and
I
had
didn't-
that, like, my annual fall cold nastiness.
I didn't get that. I didn't get anything, and I was kind of
Sabra
worried.
did, but she wasn't even there.
That's right.
But that was that post Disney sick.
You brought it home.
But I'm fine.
Did you get sick at all?
No, not even a little.
Do you ever get sick at after fest?
Not really.
Do you get the fest crud?
I don't really get. Well, I do sometimes, but it's like very mild, and it like lasts maybe a day. I also don't really get con crud either. I have a godlike immune system.
I wish I had that godlike immune system.
Like I do get sick. Obviously, I'm susceptible to getting colds, and like any new big illness, I'll usually get once and then be fine. Like I got my COVID. I lasted 3 days, but only one day of it was I like severely ill, and then the day preceding and following, I was like half sick.
Yeah, today was 3 years ago I got COVID. Yeah. The one that almost killed me.
Oof, yeah, I remember that. That was a rough one.
I had COVID twice. Once pre-vaccine over my birthday, and then once post-vaccine.
You know, they say that breastfeeding sets up a child's immune system, and I breastfed till I was like 2.5 or 3, so that's probably why.
Well, that
Probably.
explains so much.
About just me and
Just you as a person. No, I was a formula baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was. I don't care to ask.
My mom and the authorities are still trying to figure that out.
I mean, like I don't know if I was breastfed or formula. I don't fucking know.
I have a decent immune system. It's just
I used to.
whenever I change climates or whenever it starts getting
Yeah.
cold, my immune system takes
Well,
time.
and that's what I think happened with the Sabra, was us going from the very cold weather of LA to the very hot weather of Minnesota, and
Right.
No,
I
you
didn't
did
switch
not.
those. I think that and like the recycled air on the plane, because she
Yeah.
slept the entire flight home. I think
Yeah.
just
Oh, you
not
did
do
fly.
her any
I
good.
thought you drove for some odd reason.
No,
No,
we that's because we almost always drive.
Right.
But because of time constrictions,
Okay.
we flew this time.
Gotcha.
So
Because I was talking with Rob, and I was like, yeah, Kevin's supposed to come for a half day on Sunday. I said, I don't know why he's driving home. And I was like, I don't know that I would want to drive home and then come to Fest.
you don't even want to fly home and
Yeah,
come to Fest.
no.
That was I was awake at 2 a.m. to get to get ready to go to the airport to fly out. I got in. We arrived at we landed at like 11:05, and I think I was up in the mill where my green room is by like 11:55.
Damn.
Like basically dressed and ready to go.
Wow. Yeah,
Damn.
you zip by real quick to drop
Yep.
off
Say
that
you zoom.
Jedi belt.
Well, and fortunately, our luggage was very quick getting off the flight.
That's good.
Nice.
Because we did have checked baggage. Because I get one for free because of my Sky Miles and my American Express.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we did, because I packed my regular carry-on suitcase, and I packed that inside of my larger suitcase.
I did that when I went to England for study abroad. I packed my little suitcase.
What
and
was
then
her
I
name?
York.
Anyway.
But yeah, I packed my little suitcase, and then I packed around it in the bigger suitcase so I would have all that room when I came back, and every inch of it was used.
Same, but I didn't even pack around it. I just literally threw my suitcase in there just with like a couple of things on top to kind of keep it steady. But and then filled it with bullshit to take home.
Love it.
Fucking just bullshit.
And you still made the weight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
It was actually a Sabre we were at because when we checked her bag, it was 50 pounds.
Ooh.
On the nose.
Wow.
But then we threw a couple of things that were in her suitcase into the treats one, and so it felt heavier. I swear to God, her suitcase felt heavier for the way back, but it came in at 49, so.
Wow.
Weird.
Those tiaras take up weight, I guess.
Guess so.
Yeah.
Stupid tiaras.
Disney was a fun trip, and I'll obviously probably talk about that during your grabs.
Right.
Fun.
And everybody have a good fest?
It was a good fest. It was
I wish
very
I'd
busy.
been out there more, but I, like I said, got sick and down to one car, so.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was able to steal my grandpa's shitty 2004 Murano for last weekend.
Nice.
Driving that out there was basically praying that it doesn't fall apart on me. It is
Kevin,
old.
what was like? You know what that's like to have a car feel like?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because that was my curse for many, many years. Was
was.
every single year during Fest, my car would break down. Get like the brakes would go out. I had transmission issues. Like even when I had a newer car, because I had only had my. I was going to say Intrepid. I don't know what I was going to say, Dodge Intrepid, but no, I had my Impala only a couple of years, and like the transmission went out. But it was fully covered by my warranty, so that was nice.
That's
But
good.
that was that 1 year I worked SS.
Oh, yeah.
And I had that smart car as the loaner car where I looked like Bob Parr
that's
from
right.
The Incredibles when I was in it.
That's right.
Good times. But no, this year was fine. Though getting home, figuring out my ride home the last day of Fest was, as usual, interesting. And that's why I asked if you were staying. Like, you're like, no. But I found Bree, Maeve, with the and Maeve and Finn. She gave me a ride home. So it was nice.
She was suggested on my TikTok.
Mine was uneventful. Like there was nothing
seemed like
memorable, nothing really out of the ordinary.
You need to be out there more next year.
People were, they were fine.
Right?
Apparently, there's a young group of kids that apparently I cut off last year, but I did it very nicely. Like I was like, oh, maybe you should. They were like slamming me, and I was like, no, this isn't like a fucking party bus, and these aren't mixed drinks. This is like a nice.
This isn't like a pub crawl.
Right, and they had like 3 mead within like 30 minutes. I was like,
Yikes.
all right, how about we have a glass of water?
Yeah, maybe
How about
we drink some
how about
water.
We stop drinking for the day. It was towards the end of the day, if I remember correctly, and
Drunk clock.
they were like just freshly 21. You know how you are, and I was like, well, as a seasoned drinker, let me share some wisdom with you. But apparently, they remembered that, and they came back, and they kept coming back.
That's good.
Drinking more responsibly this time, and this time they're like, we have water this time. I'm like, wow, look at that.
Look at you.
22 and making good
Right.
choices.
Look
Good for
at
them. Look at you instilling good.
Applause.
I know.
Good for
Everybody
you.
applause.
Yeah.
Applause.
Other than that, there was nothing really exciting, and I was kind of sad about that. And I was even more sad, and I didn't because I didn't like announce that I was out at Fest, but I would just assume people would know I was there. But like a lot of people that I know were out there and never came and stopped and saw me.
I missed
Same here.
so many people I knew this year. It was so annoying.
And like I was actually very sad about that. I'm
Same.
like a couple people tried to text me, but we couldn't answer. I
Right.
can't answer my phone in the middle, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
but during the regular Fest time, Kevin's taking a picture. I was just like sad. I was like, why didn't you come see me? Like, I'm like, I felt shitty. But that's okay. I mean, I don't think it was intentional. I just was like, I'm probably out there. Like, come find me or something. But anyways.
Yeah, everyone that came out to Fest that I knew always missed my shift in Cove.
That's the worst.
I'm like, guys, text me when you're out here, and I can most of the time answer.
Right, and one of them was on Saturday when I had that half day, which I don't know what I did with myself for the first half of the day. I went to go see the Vikings for a bit. Yeah. Other than that, I was just kind of like, what do I do with myself? I don't really want to...
What do I do with my hands?
Right?
What do I normally do with my hands?
I don't really want to shop. I don't really want to go anywhere.
Oh man, I spent way too much money on
I watched
this year.
one of the Robin Hood shows.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's because it was their last year.
Yeah, it was their last year.
I figured I'd see at least one again.
I'm sorry, who shows?
The Robin
Hood.
Oh, yeah. Also, the last year with the Royal Navy.
Really?
Yeah, they're retiring. They're old and their bones are creepy, they said.
Yeah, I mean...
They're still going to come out, but the Navy is retiring, though. Some people might take up the job, especially because I know Shannon was Navying, and then Kit Jib had that whole skit with them during the End of Gate show where they became quote unquote captain. So
maybe
I always like when they come through.
They said they just turned 21 years of the Royal Navy turned 21 years.
Their show turned old enough to drink.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I asked them. So that was my fest. How about the rest of you guys? Anything fun? Get us out of the doldrums.
Yeah, busy little bumblebee this year with the pub crawl.
Yeah,
lots of highs, some lows. Like there were a couple of guys who didn't appreciate our new shtick, and I was very polite to them. I said, I understand you miss Lily and Willie. We're trying something new. It's we want to. If we just did the exact same thing they did, what's the point?
Right.
Things change. And really all I wanted to say was, I'm sorry we don't want to do boomer humor where our jokes just consist of, I hate my wife, I hate my husband, we hate our kids hate us. Hooray. There's a reason they're gone. It's, I rapped with them for a while and we made a healthy chunk of change. That was nice. Very nice change of pace because I haven't made, that kind of scratch since
I made Dick out there this year.
Some of our best years at the stock.
Oh wait,
so.
No, I didn't.
I made $200 less than I made last year.
Same number of shifts, or
I blame the fact. I honestly blame the heat.
Yeah,
heat makes people less tippy.
Yep.
That and I don't know if this is really true, but apparently they were enforcing the no tip cups out on the fucking thing, and it's like. Okay, fine. I mean, we could have them. We just couldn't have them out. And I think some people feel compelled to tip when that's out. I don't know, but anyways.
Also, I'm hearing a little buzz.
I am too.
Okay.
I'm hoping it'll go away.
Anyway, continue.
What were we talking about?
Tips.
Oh yeah,
we did break some records in Cove with tip amounts, but I still make no money out there, which is fine. I'm not there for the money or really the patrons. I'm there for my people.
Right.
I am there for the patrons. I like dicking with people. That's why I enjoy doing the stockades. That's why I enjoy doing street. I like messing with people. I like
interacting more with others, with other entertainment and people who work there more than patrons because. Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked playing with the people who are also playing.
And I do too. It's just I like making people's day a little better or worse in a better way, right. Which is why I like puppeting from time to time.
Yeah. Right.
Like I get to be just a whole different
big ass
zone of weird.
Yeah.
I one thing I did discover this year was the amount of people that work out there that really despise the singers with a female's first name group as much as I do.
Yeah.
So many people hate them.
Yeah.
And I hate them too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yay, we have common bond.
The Elizabethan singers.
Oh, yeah. No, everyone hates them.
There's...
They're not very nice.
No, they are not.
And not in very unprofessional.
We used to do the Tribucade parade with them.
Right.
The year they split it up into different Tribucades. And we were with them, and they like to backseat drive because we led the Tribucade, the Musketeers did.
Yeah.
And they like to backseat drive that thing. And I told one of the ladies off really bad. And I don't feel bad about it either. She sucks.
Right. And then... Well,
if anybody who loves the Elizabethan singers is listening, I'm sorry. My condolences.
Right.
Taste.
And my other thing was last year's really when really hit that I didn't like them. besides their overacted skit that they do that's not funny, and nobody watches it. But it was last year when they came to perform at the cottage there. They were like, "Oh, you have to move all this stuff." They wanted us to move all of that seating in the front, all the benches and everything, and the chairs and the big bench and everything. They're like, "You have to move all this stuff." I'm like,
"I'm sorry." How about no?
I did. I was like, "How about no?"
You don't have to do shit.
You want it moved, you can move it yourself. That is not my responsibility. Like, well, this is your area.
And then put it back when you're done.
And I'm like, no, my area is behind the bar. Out here is performer area. I said, like, and I gave an example. I go, like, when 4 Pint Shy comes, Renee will reorganize some of the seats because she's very feng shui and she very much likes it a certain way. She does it all on her own. Great. That's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to do. I said, but I'm not doing shit for you. And so they performed on the other side because we wouldn't move anything. And they did that all season. And I was like, all right.
I don't understand them. Like their songs are fine. It's
like a large group of twigs.
I'll take the revelers any.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love the revelers,
and that's because they are also very supportive of Micah and I, because Micah is on very good terms with them. He hangs out with them all the time. They invited us, Micah and I, up to sing with them one time.
Really?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I felt very quasi-important.
Oh,
Not that I don't anyway, because I did the Gate show this year. So, like, I had, like, for the first time, I had people going, like, "Oh, Jacob, I'm so glad I'm finally finding you down here." It's like, I'm a big fan. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Because, like, when I was a Musketeer, it was easy because I had name brand recognition.
Right.
People were like, "Oh my God, Porthos." I was like, "Yeah, Porthos." But now it's like, I'm my own thing.
Right.
And so when people are like, I'm so excited to meet you, I was like,
I'm excited.
hello, me too.
Yeah.
One was inside voice, the other was outside voice.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely my best year in a long, long time, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that I had energy to go.
Yeah.
And go. Because last year was certainly better than it had been in years past, but I still, like, my feet were still in, like, a danger zone. But this year it's...
Yeah, better.
It was my best year. It was some of my best performance.
Good.
It was... I felt at home again, and I hadn't felt that way in a long time.
That's how I felt my first year at Cove. I was like, I found my new fest home, and I love my people.
And I'm really glad they're removing the missing year.
Yeah.
From the stipulation, because that means that next year is my 15th.
And that means if the following year would be my 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following year after that is my 15th.
Up top.
Yeah.
Those are weak ass high fives,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Sure was.
It's hard to reach.
Okay.
Gotta reach over stuff and around stuff.
Yeah, gotta reach around.
No.
Meh. Yeah, and apparently I was told recently that they had 2020 goblets somewhere.
Well, yeah, I bet.
They're like all black and all that. But I was like, I looked and I couldn't ever find one.
I'm sure they have to have them, because I feel like they make them well enough in advance where they had the stock before the
season even was
but these
called
were
off.
Yeah, these were like the plague season.
Sorry.
They say like the plague season or something on them. I don't know if they were. Anyways,
Dr. Pepper. You're lucky I'm not doing my druid burps.
Linnea and I were talking about it because she's like, I have one. I'm like, oh,
Give it.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Right.
I did get, I mean, it's probably a nerd grab, but I got some awesome silks from Lady of the Lake this year.
I was gonna, but I didn't, like...
I spent too much money out of this year.
Because I just want new head wraps, because
because
I lost all of my originals. Like, I lost my favorite maroon one, and I lost my black one. So the only one I have left is Robb's old one, the one that used to be lavender once upon a time, and is now just barely a soupçon of pink. So I've been trying to find some, and I saw a patron who came in with one, and it was on his hip, and I was like, I won't give you money for that right now, because they're the best head wraps. The silks, like they're
so great.
I can't do the silks.
I can't either.
I know they're moisture wicking, but
they're not.
We don't vibe.
I'm with you there.
So I like tying them to a mug and stuff, but we don't get along. But I did find a a scarf that is basically the exact same material as the old headscarves. It's just super long, so I'm going to cut it so I can have two.
Ooh.
And it's a pretty cool pattern. I found it like a Goodwill, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, if you ever find some, let me know because I'll buy some too because I'm out. And the ones that I have.
If you would like the other half of it's not the same pattern, but it's that same material.
Okay.
If you want the other half, we can have matching.
Oh, yeah. Although my old gray one, the one that I had for I don't know how long, I've had it forever.
Yeah.
It ripped. So one day I had to sew it, so now it's a scarf. Scarf. And I intentionally make it so the sewed part. I mean,
like a
so it should cross my head. So I'm like, it's a scarf. Yeah, I'm dumb.
Good stuff. But yeah, it was a damn good year.
It was a really good year.
I'm excited for next year. I doubt I'll be doing the front gate show again. I know they changed every year, and so I won't be expecting it. But it was nice doing that this year. But it also because of that, I wasn't able to Micah and I. And before that, Micah, Wilhelm, and I. Before that, Micah, Wilhelm, Robb, and I all would do this thing every morning when we left after we changed in our green room and went out for the day. We would walk out to music and strut and pretend we were cool guys in an action movie. Very often, especially Micah and I, to Fort Miners, remember the name. It's like our gym jam, and that's actually on Beat Saber now.
Nice.
It's piss easy. I beat on hard on double S first try. I'm like, that was nothing. And then I tried expert, and it was so much harder. The difficulty curve was insane. Anyway, I'm off track as usual. Drink. Yeah, I'm excited for next year because I know it's I should have my fucking cat skills by then.
Woo!
I feel like my life out there. I have a few good years of entertainment left in me.
Yeah, I'll be back out there doing the same thing.
I want it to be not as boiling ass hot next year, but
yeah, especially on the last weekend because fuck that.
Can't fucking control that.
That's all we get. I can remember one year where we had a normal fall final weekend where it was not too hot, not too cold. Last year got a little warm for me, but it's always either blazingly fuck hot or freezing and raining.
That's true.
Or raining.
I was there the one year that they actually closed Fest because of the rain.
Yeah, that was a fun.
I think it might have actually been snowing.
No. We had frost on the ground a couple of mornings, but never actually snow.
No. It wasn't when I was working there. It was before I was working there, 2009, 2007.
Still, I remember frost. I don't ever remember snow that early.
I remember there was
I've been going there long before I worked there.
I have too.
Should we get to nerdy shit?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, hey, yeah, we should probably talk about happenings and goings on.
Non-niche shit for our Minnesota exclusive audience.
Right.
Hi, Germany and whatever. How you guys doing?
You guys been watching anything recently?
I mean, besides Loki? Hell yeah, I've been watching
Loki.
Shit.
Ahsoka we should talk about.
We got to talk about Ahsoka. I figured we would do that for our happy ending.
I think we're far enough out we don't have to.
I mean, it's only been... I suppose we could.
It's been 2-ish weeks.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Plus, by the time this comes in.
Right.
I suppose. Yeah. Talk about Ahsoka.
Well, we'll talk about those at the end.
Also, I've been watching Daryl Dixon, the Walking Dead France spinoff.
Wow, how's that?
Pretty fucking good, I gotta say. They're going really Resident Evil-y in these spinoffs.
Nice.
They got weird... these ones have their skin is toxic. It's radioactive or something. So when they touch you, it burns you.
Is that the Walking Dead Daryl? What?
Yeah. Walking Dead.
The one that's on Max that I
No. Well, yeah, it might be on Max.
I think it's on Max.
Because I think they have a thing going with the MC. But yes, it's a spin-off with Daryl Dixon.
In France?
In France, because that's where he lives. Because that's where he lives.
Does he get to France?
On a boat.
Well, no shit.
I mean, ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. We don't really have a good explanation as to where, why, or how.
Did he row his ass over there?
Kind of, yes.
Oh, damn. Is there a shirtless scene of that happening? Or, sorry.
He's getting a little
pudgy.
He's getting a little...
I don't mind a little...
Dad bod.
Okay.
He's got a dad bod.
Dad bods are fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I always describe myself as a buff dad bod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely where I'm. I have like muscle definition where I've never had it my entire life. It's
nice.
It's getting pretty.
You just start kind of groping yourself.
I'm not gonna lie.
Get a little JD handsy.
Like JD when he's drunk, he gets that, and like I've noticed myself like checking out stuff in the mirror, going, "What the fuck? I didn't even know I had muscles there." It's weird.
Yeah.
I did rewatch.
Starting to go to a point where I'm like, "I'd do me."
I rewatched through Scrubs recently.
I gotta do another watch through. I'm due.
I always end after season 8 though, because season 9 doesn't exist.
What season? 9?
What season 9?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as season 9. Stop.
I also often start season 2 or 3.
Same.
This first season and first season and a half are a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I start. I usually start season 2.
2 or 3, and then go through 8, and yeah. I just finished again. I'm like, oh, I'm sad now. But Ahsoka.
Well, did we talk about other stuff before we get to that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Right. I just had 2 things. One, I just finished Lioness.
Oh,
so fucking
Lioness?
good.
it was so good.
Did I
tell you to watch that one? Because I feel like I did. I couldn't remember if I.
No, it's been on my list for a while, and I finally just got around to watch it. It's Lioness. It's by Tyler
Sheridan, the guy who does Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown, and he like 1,000 shows. What was the Tulsa King? Dude, every show that dude puts out is fucking fire. Fucking fire.
He did 1923, 1883 as well.
Yeah,
the Yellowstone.
The Yellowstone spin-off. But yeah,
and he did Sicario, which is also fucking good.
Except for that one Benicio del Toro where he's fingering the trigger.
Right.
It's the dumbest scene in movie history. But I blame Benicio. Oh, Lioness though. Fuck me.
Oh, it is so good.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like everybody in that show
sucks, but like you root for them.
Yeah, but they're so good.
Oh, the performances are incredible.
And
like
so many big names in there.
Zoe Saldana just makes me want to weep openly all the time.
This cast
is
Morgan Freeman.
Stacked.
Morgan Freeman
is awesome.
Nicole Kidman.
Awesome.
Zoe Saldana.
Awesome. Plus one.
And like Nicole Kidman's character is like the epitome of like what is it? Gaslight, girl boss.
She gets shit done.
I can't remember the third one.
But she is the epitome of that.
Oh, Michael Kelly's in it too.
Yeah, it's insane, and it's about basically the kind of a really extreme honeypot for terrorists, where they have these women who befriend the wives, daughters, etc. of big target terrorists to get on the inside, figure out where they are, so they can get a strike in. That kind of thing.
Kind of a Javier Pena Narcos
exactly.
Situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
How good
and this woman.
It's Paramount Plus. That's why I haven't heard of or seen it, because I don't have Paramount Plus.
Has some good shit on it.
I know. I just don't. I have so many other fucking things.
I know, right?
Star Trek.
Yeah, fucking Star Treks.
I know. I gotta watch Star Trek.
And all of the military. I mean, you know how I am. All of the military stuff in it is pretty fucking. Oh, hold on. Yeah. All right. There I am.
Yep.
Taylor Sheridan was in Veronica Mars.
He was.
Okay.
It was so good, and I know that I laughed at parts that I shouldn't have. Like when the people break into their house in the Hamptons. Oh God, I was laughing so hard at that. Then he comes in and scares the shit out of him, gives them money, and he's like, "What about our shoes?" He's like, "Fuck your shoes, my shoes now." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy." Anyways, it's fucking good, and the newcomer lady that plays the
main, the lioness, as it were.
Wow.
She's incredible. I want to see her in everything now. And she's so good.
And the girl that plays the lady,
the wife, the hot
soon to be,
yeah.
Does she not look like the same actress that was in Hot Shots Part 2?
Yes, but like significantly, would have to be significantly younger. But yeah, she does look like
she does. I was like, is that her? I'm like, it can't be her.
She'd be way too Iranian girl.
Yeah, and apparently that actress speaks 4 different languages and 3 different dialects of Arabic.
Not surprising, and also holy shit.
Damn.
Right, and she was born in 80.
I only know 3 languages: English, really bad English, and okay Spanish.
I know sarcasm, horrible English, and okay English. But anyways,
English,
yeah.
decent French and Hebrew.
So when she's,
a little bit of Hebrew. I could probably get around.
So when she speaks Arabic, she's really speaking Arabic, and it's
Awesome.
amazing. Yeah. It's so good.
It's like what's his name, Masioka, doing all of his Japanese translation and Heroes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he's actually Japanese.
Or when Jackie Chan did all of his, when he did voice work, he would.
Oh yeah, he would always dub.
Yeah,
Or
dub his parts.
was it Squid Game, where the main guy did both?
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, I feel like a few of the actors did.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyways, Lioness, if you haven't seen it, put it on your watch list and watch it. The second one I watched was a movie called Don't Worry, Darling, with
with Chris Pine.
Chris Pine and
Harry Styles
and what's
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Oh, God, she's hot.
So good.
Have you seen Oppenheimer?
No, but
If you find that woman attractive,
Awesome.
you will find many scenes of that film to be
Awesome.
awesome.
Cool.
I do want to see it.
But Don't Worry, Darling, Netflix maybe?
I think it's on Max, I think.
Max maybe? I don't know. Wherever it is, find it and watch it. It's
Isn't it a little Stepford Wivesy, but like not robots?
a little bit. It's kind of like Stepford Wives and Westworld.
Yeah.
And Johnny Mnemonic have a fucking love child.
Love it.
If you remember the movie Johnny Mnemonic,
I don't.
If you remember the movie Johnny Mnemonic, I'm sorry.
Right. But the whole like, I don't want to give it away. Fuck. Come on, Mike. There we go. All right. Are we going to play nicely or are we going to fuck around?
There.
There it is.
Don't touch it. Right there.
It's so good. I can't really talk too much about it because it would give a lot away, but it's so good, and Florence Pugh is brilliant in it, and the lady that plays opposite of her is also very good, and it's kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then it's kind of WandaVision-ish.
Yeah, it's a little psychological.
Yeah.
What the fuckery?
And then things happen, and then the movie ends, and it's wonderful. So you should watch it.
We actually just saw The Creator.
Okay. Yeah.
We just saw The Creator.
What's that?
Oh yeah, that's the one sci-fi. I was gonna.
Yeah, that's the new sci-fi movie. It's an original fucking IP, which is very hard to come by these days.
Yeah.
Though it has like very like The Golden Child or like The Lone Wolf and Cub.
Okay.
Obvious influences. The movie is about AI. We hailed AI and they
destroyed us.
Well, they blew up LA. And so AI was outlawed here, but Asia is all like, we don't give a shit. We like AI. They're cool. And so there's moral ambiguity and that kind of thing. But it's Denzel Washington's kid. From Tenet and that kind of thing. And he's incredible in it. And it's him and this little robot child who is supposedly this mega weapon.
Huh.
But she's like a little Asian girl and
Cute.
because he worked for the government. He was undercover trying to find like the head of the AI division in New Asia and it's not like it has like battle scenes and it has like cool techie stuff, but for the most part it's very much a
story, like
a drama with incredible performances. The scenery is insane, and I think it was only like an $80 million budget. But it looks like it looks like it has 3 times that.
I love that.
Right.
It's
which is funny you say that because you look at Matrix 2 and that had a way higher budget, and the CG in that has
not aged great.
No.
Though I'm one of those psychopaths who likes Matrix 2 and 3.
I do too.
But that's because I absorbed the additional content that made Matrix 2 and 3 make sense.
You mean the Animatrix?
The Animatrix and the video game Enter the Matrix.
I never played the video game, but I heard it was great.
It was great. It was really good couch co-op. Anywho, the creator...
Drink.
That was barely an aside. The creator was... It was incredible. I actually want to see it again, just to absorb more of it. Just a beautiful film.
Nice. Yeah, I was debating on if I was going to go see it or not, and then
Do it. And if you can, see it in IMAX, because it is a large film.
yeah, it looks like it's going to leave
I
theaters probably here shortly because the show times are scarce at best.
Which I wish more people would go see it. So if you can, if it's still in theaters, when this epi comes out, put it in your eyeballs. You will not regret it.
Right. Should we move to Loki or Ahsoka?
Ahsoka.
Loki. Loki.
Loki will be shorter. Let's do Loki first. So, first episode came out.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. Data was in it from the Goonies. Mm-hmm. And even his costume was a throwback to Data.
Yeah, it was.
I love
He's
him
a precious
so
bean, and I just want the best for him.
I just want to hug him once in my life. That's all I want.
And that's the thing, is if you met him, he 1,000% would give you probably the best hug of your life.
Yeah.
Better than my hugs, and my hugs are insane.
I am
pretty good.
Looking forward to it.
Right, he absolutely would if you saw him somewhere and be like, I just want to hug you. Be like, okay.
But it explains some things that are going on, like why the statues are there, what's going on with his freaky deaky time slipping and what that means, and
right,
and basically where the this season is going to go. So I don't know who this new douchebag is, but I don't like him.
Oh, the
X5 or whatever.
Fucking
yeah.
Mama's boy.
Yeah.
Because
fuck this dude.
But
I have
that actress played Lysa Arryn on Game of Thrones.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's I always associate her with like the overbearing mother character,
and then
he was just like, Mommy.
His nose is inside of her beehole. So.
Yeah. It's like, Mommy, he yelled at me and he took my toy away and I got my toy back. Mommy. I swear to God, that was exactly how that scene went.
That's exactly how that scene went.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to watch it when I get home, literally tonight. So,
Our Flag Means Death season 2 came out.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I've only watched. I'm 2 episodes behind right now.
I'm way behind. I'm halfway through episode 1 because I just cannot fucking focus on anything right now. But I just got my Adderall backs, and I think they're releasing like 3 episodes this week or some shit. I don't know.
It's they released I think 3 right away and 2 more just now.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
there's 5 episodes out right now.
I'm way behind.
I just finished episode 3. It was bananas.
I've heard it is absolute craziness and loveliness, and I'm so excited.
I don't know what we did to deserve this very nice thing.
Know. I again, Taika Waititi, I just want to hug him.
Because
and I mean, maybe
I remember
other
during season 1, about halfway through, I was like, well, this is kind of fun, but I kind of want to see where this is going.
Yeah.
But then, in the last 2 episodes,
you're
weeping, you're angry, you're laughing your whole off.
You feel your heart explode in your chest.
You want to join this crew, and you're like, this is the world I want to live in.
Literally. Ugh.
I like Blackbeard in his Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome outfit.
For real, though. You're not wrong.
And then everybody else on the crew gets a Beyond Thunderdome outfit too. Yeah. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was nice of them.
Fucking Vico Ortiz this season. Oh my God, they are so cool. Just like on social media, just like
seems like it. But yes, I am very much enjoying the show.
It's on my list. I haven't gotten to it yet, but.
Put it at the top.
I will.
Or at least near the top.
Oh, Lower Decks also.
Yeah, Lower Decks has been, this season has actually had something of an overarching story.
Yeah.
With the spooky ship that has been destroying ships.
Annihilating everybody. I haven't watched the most recent one yet.
Then I will say nothing because we find out a lot more this episode, and it has more Badgie and more Peanut Hamper.
Awesome. And they all got
good episode.
They all got promoted to Lieutenant Junior grade.
They did,
which I'm like, all right, or LTGs as what Tim likes to refer to it.
Yep. Star Trek.
I got to get Paramount Plus.
You do. There's some good shit on there. I mean, that's where all the fucking Tyler Sheridan.
Yeah,
and you get stars with it.
Yeah, you do.
If you do,
I think we already have.
Well, I think
we have Showtime, not Stars.
I was gonna say because you can bundle it for just a couple of bucks.
Yeah, we have.
Mine just kind of came with it
because Stars
just
Stars
sort of showed up.
That's like and from.
And Max is like got AMC, Discovery Channel, all that shit now.
I think the AMC deal is temporary. It's like through the end of October.
Yep.
Oh.
Just to get people to sign. It's like that when HBO would come on cable, like basic cable for the weekend or some shit way back when that happened.
But it's got all the things.
What?
It's got all the cooking channels.
It's got Discovery.
Everything.
It just doesn't have Paramount. I wish it had fucking Paramount because then I would have it already. But now I have to sign up for it. I have to sign up for another fucking thing on the internet. Hooray!
Mayor of Kingstown, yo.
Yeah. Ahsoka. I don't like how it ended.
I did.
I didn't.
I like that it assured us that we're getting more. And that's why I liked it.
Well, yeah. But we predicted that in an earlier episode.
Well, I know, but all of the other shows ended with senses of finality.
Right.
They tied up all the...
because like
the strings.
With Andor, it was sort of a maybe, but if not, this is a good ending. Even Mandalorian did that with the most recent season.
Yeah.
But apparently the final season is going to be a movie, so...
So
there's that.
Right.
But Ahsoka, it was like, here's what happens. I thought Balaam was going to die just because of Rey, but they left it open for me to take over the part. So that's very nice of them.
That's so considerate of them.
Very considerate of them. Now, obviously, Liev Schreiber is a great choice.
You will also need to gain about 2 feet of width.
Oh, I'm already working on that, baby.
I believe you can.
I got a personal trainer and everything. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
And I only need about an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches to get to kind of where he is at. But I can do that.
You can do that with lifts. Yeah, do that with the sexy ass boots.
But I can get that width.
Yeah, get that.
I just gotta get rid of this little bit of the looseness in my tummy from the weight loss.
Right.
But other than that, I'm already working on regrowing out my beard.
Do it.
I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that a rando on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was like you need to.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah. Did they comment at all on the fact that his little assistant, whose name I can never remember, I think it starts with an S.
Shin Hati?
Yeah. If she is related to him at all?
No, they did not.
Because
I don't think they.
I have seen that theory, and I'm like, I can see
it's that. She, and that's what I thought. I just sort of assumed that was his daughter.
Yeah, same.
But it could just be a
a Padawan, a random ass Padawan.
Girl, he was like, "Ooh, you are strong in the Force. You're mine now." Yoink!
Come with me,
Kidnapping
child.
children.
Come with me, child. I will teach you the ways of the Sith.
I like how it ended, leaving it open that obviously there's going to be more, which we knew there was going to be. We predicted
Sith light, spicy gray.
Right. Spicy gray.
We predicted that it would end with Thrawn returning to the regular world.
And I think it's gonna. I think he's gonna create the First Order.
But what I did not like was how in the previous episode, there's two things I didn't like. Ahsoka was all like, we got to stop Thrawn, he can't come here, heir to the Empire, etc., etc., etc. Then they get there on the planet, they finally meet Ezra for a half a minute, and then Ezra leaves, and then he's gone, and Ahsoka's like, oh, we're on a new journey now, we don't need to worry about anything, we're just going to sit here and live with the shell people.
Ezra's got it.
They're gonna go find the space whales and go back.
I know, but she's just like, oh, fuck.
She has sort of I guess this is what happens to us then, which I personally, I identify with really hard.
But the whole fact that they lied about missions and all this other stuff and had to have Princess Leia cover up their bullshit, Hera's bullshit reason to fucking go, and do all that stuff that she did before she got demoted to nothing. And then all of a sudden she's just like, oh, well, here we are, and we're fine, and everything will be fine. It's fine, it's fine. And then opposite of for Bail to be like, I'm going to destroy you, and then also be like, nope, I'm just going to Thanos out. I'm going to go find a farm on this planet that I'm stuck on, and I'm cool. You youngling, go and do your rebellious teenager thing. It's cool. I don't mind. I'm just going to go Thanos out and find a farm and live the rest of my life in solitude in what I felt was like him saying, I'm going to sit here and think over the bad things I did.
I don't think that's what that was, though.
What was
it? Not what with him on top of the statue and shit.
Yeah,
that's not the vibe I got. This is him overlooking what's going to become his new kingdom.
Balin?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was definitely
what?
Of spicy grays, or whatever the fuck he wants it to be.
It's an entire new galaxy.
But he doesn't have a ship.
Of those weird ass little fucking werewolf horse things.
He'll find one.
He would have to take Ahsoka's if he knows Ahsoka's is still there.
Maybe he will.
I doubt it. Also, where did Ezra get a fucking kyber crystal from? Does Juan have a drawer of fucking kyber crystals?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he had that whole parts
He has a workshop. Yeah,
but it was so sad. It was another boring ass blue lightsaber. I was like, be a fun color, be a fun color.
No.
Oh, but it was for Kanan.
Blue.
So
I mean,
it has a Kanan top.
Yeah.
But
I gotta harmonize on that.
but that's what I mean. Like, where
Balin has a spare. Why not?
has a spare what?
Kyber crystal.
Where?
On his belt. Have you not looked at his belt? He has a green kyber crystal, soldered to the front of his belt.
I guess I'm paying attention.
It's like, oh, I've been studying that costume.
That was
I wonder why.
That was his original one, I bet.
Yup.
Maybe, but
but maybe not.
Because
maybe not.
He would have had to bleed his crystal or bleed a crystal.
Not necessarily that either. That's sometimes they corrupt the crystal, sometimes they get a new crystal.
Right, but as
Anakin's never corrupted into red.
He built a whole new one?
He went Sith and his lightsaber stayed blue until he lost it to Obi-Wan, and then he built a new one and was given a red crystal.
Right, but in the new Star Wars,
always changing.
That's what I was about to say. The canon, yes, he was given a red one, but now it seems like in canon it can be any color you want it to be just by pouring your force power into it to change it to fucking hypercolor kyber crystals. I feel that the way they're turning the canon in Star Wars now,
sort of, but not really. It doesn't. You can get crystals that are already colored.
Yes.
But then they also will. They'll vibe off of you.
Right.
I think the
only you get a blue, but then you kind of. I
don't think it works like that. I think the only time they will change color once they have their color is if they're corrupted by the dark side.
No, because Ahsoka took the color out of hers and made them white so that she could be so she could not be a Jedi anymore.
Those were new sabers
with the same crystals.
When did they show that?
When did they show that she got a second saber? When did they show that they changed color?
Exactly. Well, that's my point. They never did.
Comic. It was in where I don't
because
remember.
it can just be assumed that she lost her fucking sabers for the 5th time and had to get fucking new ones again.
But that's why they went white in the story universes because she changed. She pulled the color out of them to
distance herself
from the Jedi.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, okay.
Kyber crystal lore.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too.
Dude, is this welcome to another episode of Nick is Right Again? It doesn't happen all that often, but when it does,
okay,
he's right. I will wait patiently.
Yeah, because she had left her old lightsabers in order to fake her death after the siege of Mandalore. Tano obtained the kyber crystals used in these lightsabers 1 year after the end of the Clone Wars, retrieving them from the lightsaber of the 6th brother, an Inquisitor she had killed. So she took red crystals and
turned them white.
Yes,
de-Sithified.
But
them.
It wasn't her old crystals that
right.
were blue that she then made white. They were red crystals that she uncorrupted. They just didn't go all the way blue because she was basically our only gray Jedi. But they weren't her old crystals that she turned from blue to white. But they were red crystals that she but that's what I was talking about. Is the only time they change color is dark side and back again theoretically.
Oh, so then we were both right.
And
mostly.
According to StarWars.com, a lightsaber crystal is colorless until first attuned and connected to a Jedi, at which time it glows either blue or green, or in some rare cases another shade. Bullshit. From that point on, it retains that hue.
Because, like, if you remember,
that sounds like fan edited Wikipedia bullshit.
It's literally the Disney website. So
did you ever watch?
I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt.
Clone Wars, the one after the movie, the TV show, Clone Wars.
Yes, I watched.
Okay, so you remember when they went to the ice planet and they went to the Crystal Cave and it was like they had
Starkiller Base Planet, yes, Ilum.
Ilum, yeah,
right, and they had all of the different colored crystals on there, which is what they used to be, but then they changed it to now clear crystals, and it changes color based on your which I think is
which also give us more colors.
Because it was always like the crystal always chose the Jedi, but now if they're all clear, then who the fuck cares? Because like they used to mean something. Like the green was like you're closer to the living.
That was never canon. The whole colors meaning like green is more force sensitive, blue is better with saber combat. That was never canon. That was always Knights of the Old Republic bullshit. That was just so they could make classes.
It was in the Star Wars magazine a long time ago.
Yeah, which I think came out after Coder.
Came after episode 1, I want to say.
Which was pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, but it's on the...
But yeah, because like the only reason the purple lightsaber existed is because Samuel L. Jackson was like, I want to know where I am.
Right, exactly. Yes, correct. That is very correct. And people are like, no, it's because he wants to see what the fuck he wants on the screen.
Anyway, I had a good time. and
I loved it overall.
All three of those ladies had big old butts, and that was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, sure did. I sometimes had to rewatch scenes because I was like, oh, staring at her butt too much. Got to watch what's going on.
Wait, what happened?
Exactly.
Where are we now?
I feel like a horrible human being for it, but I'm sorry. I just couldn't.
What the fuck's Jason going to do?
Who knows?
Is she going to send him off to Luke or get murdered by Ben?
I was going to say, we know how that ends. Get murdered
by Ben.
I don't know.
Get myrtleated by...
Although, I do have to say my favorite character out of the whole Ahsoka series is Wu Han.
Hu Yang?
Hu Yang.
Hu Yang, sorry.
Yeah, you know it's great. Hu Yang because it's Hu Yang. Because he's Doctor Who. He arrived, how many thousands of years ago? He suddenly appeared in their galaxy in a blue box. That is the official lore.
I love
he is
that.
The oldest sentient being in the galaxy.
Correct. And
he arrived mysteriously in a blue box.
I fucking love that. Crossover.
And voiced by David Tennant.
Yeah.
But he's been around for a long time, and he's been in other series.
Series
Cereals.
For cereal,
Super
guys.
cereal.
But the fact that like the Jedi have like also put in a lot of their history into him, like programmed it into him, and he's also been around for thousands of years.
Put it in him.
Yeah, they did. They stuck it to him. I think he's so fat and he's so funny. But I think he's the most fascinating character because he just has all that history walking around. Like, and if he got destroyed, you'd kind of lose everything. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what's going to happen to his character.
It'd be worse than losing the sacred texts.
We had a very long discussion about that at work, about the sacred texts.
Yoda's just like, fuck these things.
He's like, fuck these things. Nobody reads them. You didn't even fucking
read them.
These
Luke?
are stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid, Luke.
He's like, yeah, but Luke, he looks like, yeah, but they're the sacred
texts. Whatever.
You didn't read them. Shut up. You didn't fucking read them. I did. They're boring. They're stupid.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a fuck.
You know who cared? That old lady nobody likes.
Right.
And she's dead.
And you know who even cared even more was Rey, because she actually kept them. And why Yoda didn't tell Luke that, I don't know, but whatever.
He did tell him.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Never said that
Ray took the.
Yeah, when she opens the drawer, they're sitting right there.
And he heavily implied that she took them.
That's funny.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Watch it again.
Implied.
No.
I haven't seen.
I do remember getting super excited in that part when we were in the theater when we were watching that.
I haven't seen Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker in a long time.
Because we were talking about the fight scene in episode 8 and how Rey broke both Jedi and Sith code by turning her lightsaber off and then turning it back on again.
And we've had so many discussions about why more Jedi don't fight like that.
Because it's against the rules.
Well, fuck the rules.
Like the one thing that the Sith and the Jedi agree on is that that's a dirty move, and that neither one of them can do it, because it's about honor, I guess, and fighting, and apparently that's against the rules. That's the one rule they both agree on.
Fighting like bitches anyway.
I know. I'm with you.
If your opponent's gonna fight dirty, fight dirty back.
Fight dirty.
I'm with you, but when Jedi and Sith both agree that that's an illegal move.
Crotch punching and hair pulling. Come on.
When it comes to survival, you do whatever it takes. To quote Vin Diesel in the first Fast and the Furious movie, it doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. Family.
But regardless, that's the one rule that the Jedi and the Sith agree on.
Fuck your rules. There's new rules now. Rey's rules.
Apparently, but if she's going to be in the new movie, going to be teaching at Jedi Academy, she better not be teaching that rule because it's probably in the Jedi text. It says that she's reading because she's going to be the only second person to read those books next to Yoda.
or maybe Jason never did get sent to Luke, and now he's going to be like a whole ass adult, like older than Rey. But he's like, so I never got any training. Can we? She's like, yeah, I have this kid who was sweeping a floor in Finn. I'll take whatever. I don't give a shit.
Well, apparently anybody can be trained to be a Jedi because Sabrine Wren is being taught as a Jedi, and
Finn's bringing his boyfriend Poe, and then Poe's bringing his girlfriend.
She just has a low medical count.
Don't say that word. Don't say that word. They don't exist. I mean, they keep referring that the Force is in all living things, which it is, but at the same time, it's like you kind of should kind of be Force sensitive.
That's my favorite retcon is them turning the science back to magic,
right?
Back to druidic ooby dooby.
Anyways, Ahsoka's really good.
It was really good. It was absolutely Rebels season 5. If you didn't watch Rebels, a lot of it's going to confuse you, but you should be all right for the most part.
It did confuse me until I went back and read Wikipedia articles.
Just go watch the Ahsoka Central episodes, and that's all you need to watch.
And like for real though, Rebels just like skinny lightsabers aside,
it's good. I just
fucking slaps. The first season was a little kiddie, but once it finds its groove, it gets like
Rebels is
it's dark. Plus, it has another Doctor in it.
It does.
Which one?
The Doctor, number 4, Baker, as like this Force tree.
Yeah, it does.
He's basically
Force
a tree.
Rock tree.
He's a tree, like a sentient tree.
Yeah.
Very much the Deku tree from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Go to Disney Plus, and there's a Ahsoka Central episode.
I've seen the damn things, and
just watch them. They're good. Especially
just watch them. Right now, you want me to pull up my phone right now?
It just shows you how badass Ahsoka is.
She is.
So, anyways, nerd grabs, or unless there's anything else.
Did we want to talk about some trailers? Or
sure. Are there?
Were there trailers?
There was a new Captain Marvel one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was new. Was it new? I watched it. I didn't realize it was new.
New since our last podcast.
No.
Yeah. But a lot more of the plot, a lot more explanation of what's going on, a lot more of the villain.
What the hell is going on? I don't even know anymore.
Super hot wife.
Yeah.
Sylvie.
No.
Like for real wife?
Yes.
He's married?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. I just Googled him the other day. I should have made a note of that.
What's the name of the villain in this one? Okay, cool.
Tom
But anyway,
wife?
she uses the hammer of the judge. God, what was his name?
Sawe Ashton?
That sounds right.
The hammer of the judge.
Yeah, what was his name? Not the Redeemer.
Oh, you're asking the guy I fucking can't pronounce.
I know.
Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich.
Josevich.
My brain is frazzled lately. But anyway, she fucks with their light abilities so that they all three of them switch anytime they use it, and it's she's She's here to, I think, basically take their power.
Oh, so it's kind of like a Hera in Thor 2, 3?
3.
2, 3, whatever one Hera was in.
Kind of, but not really.
Okay.
Also a little, but also not really.
Okay.
But anyway, God damn, it looks good. And
it does look good.
That Eamon, I would follow her into hell. Ms. Marvel. She's just so goddamn charming.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this film. And there was supposed to
be like November 10th, isn't it?
Yeah,
two
November
new
10th.
Godzilla projects.
It's the day after my birthday.
There's a series coming to Apple Plus.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It looks good. And then there's a new, like, actual Japanese Godzilla movie that looks startlingly good. And so I'm excited for that because I like Godzilla.
I don't like Godzilla, but I just re-listened to the last podcast on the left's coverage of what was it? The fucking Manhattan Project. I'm like the Oppenheimer shit. And they in their last episode they talk about how the dropping of the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima like influenced Godzilla's creation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
basically.
absolutely. I watched all the old classic Godzilla movies back when I was a kid.
I've seen a couple of those.
And I liked them. I thought they were, for what they were worth. And I've just never been, big lizard creature,
I think I was more of a King Kong person.
I wasn't a King Kong person either.
Definitely a Godzilla guy.
If they're not fighting a big robot that forms together by 5 cats,
actually, I take that back.
then I don't care.
I'm a Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus person.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So.
That's fair.
I did also watch a lot of Ultraman. The original Japanese Ultraman. Dubbed in American, of course, because America. Yeah, I did watch a lot of that too when I was a kid. So anyways, anything else? Because, the strike hasn't ended yet, has it?
The writers one has, the actors one is
have
still...
not. They're still negotiating. They actually got like meetings with negotiations,
but that should
nothing has been.
That should hopefully wrap up soon.
Knock on wood.
Hopefully, because otherwise we're not going to have a lot of movies this Christmas season.
Well,
they can't release them because
they're on strike.
They're on strike. And they can't.
This Christmas and into 2024 probably.
Yeah, but hopefully it'll get wrapped up soon.
Yeah.
It'll be nice for them. Anything else?
I think that's it. I thought there was one more, but I'm having trouble remembering what it was. I feel like it was something cool too.
Classic.
Okay. Nerd grabs?
Grabbing nerds.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I went to Disneyland.
You sure did.
It's my first time there. It is compact in comparison to Disney World.
Really?
When you stay on property in Disneyland, you stay on property. I left the hotel, and there was Downtown Disney, which is still called Downtown Disney, not stupid Disney Springs. Downtown Disney is right there. I go through the little metal detectors. I'm in Downtown Disney. A 10-minute walk through Downtown Disney, and you're at the entrance to both parks.
Yeah.
One circle's on one side, one circle's on the other, and Bob's your uncle. There you are. We didn't realize how close it was when our first time going to the park, so we took the monorail into Disneyland proper. And when we left that evening, the monorail was broken, and we're like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? He's like, well, you can just walk through and then get to Downtown Disney that way. We're like, all right, I guess we're walking, and then 10 minutes later, we're basically almost back at the hotel. We're like, oh, I did not realize.
Did not...
It was right there because the monorail kind of goes around all of the parks to get there when really it's like a 30-foot drive. Whatever, I guess. So yeah, it and unlike Disney World, like, you see commercials for Disney where kids are like running up to characters and you're like, that's not how it works. They're in like these stations, they're heavily managed. Not at fucking Disneyland. They just walk around. Wow. Like there was Moana. I'm like, holy shit, Moana, can I get a selfie? She's like, yeah. And we took a fucking selfie.
Nice.
She was just right there. I also tried to get one with Captain Marvel, but she was very busy. But she was just hanging around, being all ridiculously attractive.
That's where they have Marvel Universe, right? Marvel Land, Marvel
Yeah, because that's where the Avengers campus is.
That's what I meant to say.
Very cool. I got lots of swag from there.
Nice.
I got a bunch of...
They look like they had an awesome shop. From the photo you sent me.
They do have a very awesome shop.
Okay.
So I picked up the Tony Stark arc reactor, the one that says proof Tony Stark has a heart, which you can disconnect from the base. It has a magnet ring underneath that you can then put into your shirt so you can wear it.
Shut up, can't really.
I was going to bring it too, but I didn't want to disassemble it. It was very cool.
Don't disassemble Johnny 5.
And then we got like a bunch of Hank Pym cups.
Nice.
Because
various sizes?
Because there's a beer flight you can get that comes on a ruler, which it's a big ruler, and then these tiny little cups.
I love that.
Which look like little beakers.
Also, Pym's cup, which...
Right. Which they didn't have, which I thought was stupid.
Lame.
Anyway, but I picked up this Spider-Man shirt that looks like the costume. They have these really cool shirts, but like this Spider-Man one, I'm like, this is a cool Spider-Man shirt. So I paid an insane amount for that. So yeah, I picked up a lot of stuff at Avengers Campus. Obviously, I picked up Star Wars stuff. I got the Luke Skywalker lightsaber finally, the green one.
Green.
And it was the only thing that didn't fit in my suitcase because it was a little too tall. And so I had them ship it to me, and I have not gotten it yet.
Did you have a tracking number?
Well, they said they would email that to me, and they haven't. But I do have a receipt with a slip, and it is guaranteed. So I'm going to call them and be like, what the fuck? And they'll be like,
Oh, we forgot to send that. It's been sitting on our shelf for 2 weeks.
We'll send it to you now, and then they send you. We'll send you we'll send you a replacement, and then you get 2.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be excellent.
Don't tell them.
If I got
the mouse will come after you.
Luke Skywalker.
And then you get 2, and then some guy in a mouse costume shows up. I'm here to get the second lightsaber.
The hilts were 30% off.
What?
Except for the new Ahsoka ones.
Well, yeah.
Well, that means they're making room.
But the kits were 30% off too. So the ones that it came with the hilt and a blade and a stand and a belt clip.
Damn.
And that's what I got for Luke.
Nice.
And that's why it was too tall to fit in my boy. Because the blades I got separately for just because I needed a couple more shorty blades for the staves. Those fit just fine. But the kit did not.
Right.
But then
36.
I also got the Darth Maul, the original half hilt. Because I have the shadow hilt, and so I made a staff out of that, and it was very cool.
I thought you already had both.
Nope.
I thought you did.
Well, now he does.
Well, I had the old Force FX one. I sold those off a while ago.
All right. So you did have. Okay.
I did. I still actually have an empty hilt of that.
All right.
But it is not the same. They're threaded differently, and they cannot connect.
Boo.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, they had the Loki. I saw on the photo you sent. It was like a Loki staff. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a Loki staff for sale.
They have the Loki, like the full
the
size.
scepter.
Yeah.
I've never seen
they
one
have
of
a very cool Infinity Gauntlet there. They basically, you can buy all of the Infinity Stone artifacts. So you can get like the Tesseract, and you can get the red Orby Boy.
Yeah.
And
the little rock thing that was...
the Orby Boy.
Oh, okay. Orby Boy.
Yeah, Orby Boy.
No, I was talking about the Guardians. Wasn't it in Rock Boy?
That was.
I thought it was in an Orby Boy.
It wasn't an orb. That's where the stone was because it couldn't actually handle
I thought Natalie Portman's was the red thing was in like a rock.
The red thing was in her.
Remember? Or was it before it was in her?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It was in like.
How do you get the soul stone? You have to jump off a cliff.
Yep.
So you said they had all the artifacts. I'm like, how do you get the soul stone?
I think that one was just.
You have to jump off a cliff.
I think that one came in like a containment unit.
That'll
be look it up.
Sorry.
That'll be like the next ride is like you have to jump off a cliff. It ends up being a trampoline. You just bounce.
Be the VR thing where you have to jump off a cliff and it's really you're only a foot off the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. The red one comes in that rectangular like the collector that he puts it into. It comes in that.
Gotcha.
And I don't know what the
Orby Boy was the
comes in.
purple.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
fun.
that was the Guardians of the Galaxy one. Obviously, the time stone comes in the Gibbity Bibbity.
Yeah, the necklace.
The Eye of Saruman or something.
But you can also get that suitcase. Like a little suitcase where you can just buy. If you just want the stones, you can buy that separate.
How much is that? Fucking $300?
No, but the case was not that bad.
$250?
I don't think it was that much.
$200.
Yeah. Okay.
201.
So the Tesseract, the Scepter. It
just seems like it would be very expensive.
Unit, the Orby Boy.
I'm assuming you can't use the same ride thingy app that you use for Disney World Florida. You have to use a separate one to see time rides.
It looks like the Mind Stone also comes in one of those containment units.
Oh. Wasn't the Mind Stone inside us? Oh, well, I suppose if you...
Oh, no, you're right. That one is inside the scepter.
Inside the scepter?
Yep, the yellow one does come inside the scepter. My bad. But yeah, I'm not seeing something for the Soul Stone, so I think that one is just one you...
Probably just...
Jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Is probably included with the suitcase then. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Or is in just like a lame-o containment unit, I guess. I don't know.
It's in Gamora's dead hand.
Jesus.
Too soon? Black Widow's dead hand?
I was going to say Black Widow's dead hand.
It just comes with a disembodied hand that you have to like pry the fingers open.
Oh, the Continental. I was watching that too.
It was fine.
Yeah.
So I will say I could have taken all of the actual Continental stuff out, and I would have watched a show just about Lou and her brother and the dojo and their drama. I would have just watched that.
Yeah.
Because she kicked every ass.
She sure did.
She was my favorite character in the show, and I was like, I am invested in her and literally nothing else.
Yeah, she was great. Anyways, anything else from Disneyland? Sorry.
No, it's we had a great time. My niece, whose birthday it was, Sydney, we took her to the Bippity Boppity Boutique. We got her fully done up. She did the Sleeping Beauty special, and then we immediately went from there to the Star Wars land, where she had 0 Star Wars.
Yeah.
No Star Wars. She was obsessed. We ended up going on Rise of Resistance, I think 3 times, and I think they ended up going another time.
Oh my God.
She wanted to meet every character. She wanted to give the stormtroopers what's for, because she could tell that they were bad guys.
Perfect. Love it.
Excellent.
I have the cutest picture of her holding Mando's little finger. Like it was just, like she's holding his finger, and like he has like a Grogu that he looks around and talks to you, and you can tell he's talking shit about you. But yeah, it's my favorite picture is her holding Mando's finger.
Super cute.
It's super cute. So she like that night I put on Rebels, and she watched the first couple episodes, and I've made a little Star Wars fan out of that girl.
Nice.
To the dark side.
They've just added Hera and Sabine to the cast out at
Disneyland.
They did, yeah. I did not find Sabine. I did find Hera.
Nice.
She was teaching kids drills, like military drills.
Nice.
It was very funny, and she was not bad looking. It was just such a good time.
Is it the same as like the Florida one, pretty much?
Yes, I could not. It was set up differently.
Okay.
Some things are bigger, some things are smaller, but all the rides were the same. I did go on the new Tower of Terror, the Guardians of the Galaxy one. It's bouncier. Like, you get dropped a lot more, but it doesn't have, like, the cart ride. So it was very interesting. And then Haunted Mansion was Nightmare Before Christmas themed. That was very fun.
That sounds so fun.
Very fun. So, yes,
I haven't watched that yet.
Very, very good time. We're going to go back. Just because it's easier, you can literally, because it's dead in the mornings.
Yeah.
On weekdays, it's dead. So you can like do 2 days at Disney and get everything you want done.
Nice.
And so if you get next time we go, we'll do 2 days at Disney. Make sure we take a few days of rest. Do a couple days at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And,
that's it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, because I suppose they don't have Hollywood. They don't have Hollywood studios, do they?
No, it's all of that's at
Florida,
regular Disneyland.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, and then the California Adventure has the Marvel shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fun.
I was at Disneyland when I was 14.
I haven't been there. The first time I went to Universal was in California because we were visiting my uncle. I think it was his wedding. No? Yes? I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. It's where King Kong scared the shit out of me.
Nice.
And Jaws, because I was sitting on the wrong side of the goddamn tram ride. And he was right there.
Nice.
This great picture of me jumping in my grandma's lap because I was fucking, there's King Kong, fuck. Anyways.
Yeah. Other than that, I got the new MetaQuest 3, like literally yesterday because it just came out on the 11th. So
nice.
I just got it in the mail. I've barely had time to set it up, but I already have Beat Saber on it. So
Nice.
I figure, depending upon how long this takes us to wrap up, I figure I can, if you wanted to slash through a track, we could do that.
Well, you got to get to the...
I do. I got to get my prescriptions.
Woohoo. Adult things.
Megan, you have anything?
Yeah. I spent too much money at Fest this year.
Woo. Hey.
I got a bitchin' new hat.
You sure did.
Brown leather Cavalier style with pirate map etched into the leather. It is so cool, and I've gotten so many compliments.
It's fucking cool.
Worth it. From Blonde Swan. Shout out to them. I love them.
Where my Porthos hat is from, with the gray bottom on it, and it has a Batman like hat corset.
Yeah, they do. They do really awesome.
Before I bought my Catskills, it was definitely the most expensive costume piece I had.
Other than my Catskills, it's the most expensive costume piece I have. And then on the last weekend, my Romance Wars person prepaid for a leather tricorn hat for me from pterodactyl leather.
Nice.
And I originally went into Blonde Swan looking for a tricorn, but I ended up with the Cavalier because A, it looks better on me, and B, I don't know, their tricorns were just very large. And then we went to Pterodactyl, and I was like, I don't know if I'll find anything I like. I found this brown one that fits fucking perfectly. It's like, it's not as structured, so it's a little floppier, because I was going for more of like the floppy Jack Sparrow kind of tricorn hat.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited to break that in next year, because I didn't really get a chance to wear it this year, because it was last weekend. And then from Lady of the Lake Silks, I bought, every year they do a Pride release.
They sell out quick.
They sell out real quick. I just happened upon the line, and I was like 6th in line before Canon went off. So I got a dark rainbow, which is the colors are just gorgeous and rich, and I just want to like dive into them. And then I got a Bi Pride flag.
Nice.
That I think this was like the first or second year she did the Bi Pride. She's been doing the Pride ones for a while, but yeah, then I got a Bi Pride, and yeah.
I actually finally got a kilt in my family name.
Nice.
I finally got a Kennedy tartan, and that's because I didn't know until last year before, that an ancient version of the tartan exists that looks way better than the boring-ass regular Kennedy tartan.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more like oranges and greens and even some lavenders in there. It's a good-looking kilt. Especially with this brown blazer I picked up.
Yeah.
Fire.
My McManus doesn't have a tartan.
That's weird.
Well, we're Irish, not Scottish.
So Irish have tartans.
I know, but
Kennedy is an Irish name. I just happen to be a Scottish.
Kennedy. I might actually have one with my dad's bio family. But that's a whole other podcast.
I'm neither Scottish or Irish, and I'm an honorary Scot, so that's why we're mine.
Anything else that I bought for myself? Just a bunch of cricket shit, because that thing is addicting.
Gotta understand what a crumpet is to play cricket.
I fucking love my cricket. My little cutting machine that makes the cool paper stuff.
Aaron did say he could probably get it to work.
Yeah. He's like, did you? So Nick just messaged me. I'm like, yeah, I told him to.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he can probably get your little barrels.
My mini meads
on the laser. But yeah, I'm still playing with the cricket. So I'm hoping to maybe gear up enough to be able to do some like Christmassy craft fairs around.
Nice.
Because I think people would enjoy.
Yeah.
Those, especially like the Star Wars shit, even though technically I gotta be careful with that.
Fan art.
Yeah, it's fan art.
Fan art. They can't go after you for fan art.
Yeah, Aaron's really like paranoid about that. Like, but
it's fan art.
Fucking chill.
It's fan art.
If you're not selling it, you're fine.
But I would be selling it.
Oh, well,
but if it's fan art, you can. It can't be a direct like. You can't take like a photo of like the movie and then put it in there. If you design something that's your own, so it'd have to be your own interpretation of whatever it is you want to cut.
They can also just take it and use it for any of their purposes at any time they want.
Well, yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that anything that Disney owns, they own.
Yeah.
If you make it, but you make it of something that Disney owns, they can use that at any time.
Yeah.
And get away scot-free with it.
Yeah, not have to give you credit or anything.
But in their defense, you are creating something that is an established IP.
Right.
You didn't create anything, and you have no room to complain.
Right.
And yes, I'm talking directly to the people who design new versions of Star Destroyers that Disney ended up using. That's what happens. It's not yours. You stole that and made your own tweaks to it, and then they said, I like that, but it's still ours, so I'm taking it. And that's how that works.
True story. Just noticed all my pictures are at a slant. Anyways. Anything else?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to Dallas next week for a true crime podcast convention. Shut up.
I love you. Oh, God. Only Murders in the Building. Fuck me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. What a good
So
season.
good.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, God, I love that.
Fuck off, Paul Rudd.
I fucking love that show.
It's so good. And I can't believe the people they're getting for this show.
I know.
It's insanity.
Oh, my God. The surprise Broadway performer. I was like... So I made Ian watch the whole first season with me one day because I was like, yeah, you need to get into this show. And he started season 2, and I don't know how far he's gotten because he's busy. But I'm like, how far are you in Only Murders? And he's like, I'm like 2 episodes into season 2. I'm like, damn it, get to season 3 episode whatever. And I'm like, because you need to see this.
Very good. Anyway, Nick, Nerd Grabs?
Anyway, yes, Murders.
I didn't buy anything at Fest. Although recently...
Surprising.
I know, but I was trying to save money and not spend
Bought
money.
stuff from Soapy Toad.
Well, so it's not really Nerd Grabs.
No, it's not really nerdy. It's just self-care.
Right. But recently, Walmart, I think. Well, I mean, everywhere sells them, but I found them at Walmart. My tech from Bad Batch, and my little my little BB-8 either flicking you off or giving you the thumbs up, depending on your interpretation.
I will die in the hill that it's flipping them off.
I guarantee he's flipping them off.
So I got those, and then I went to GameStop today, and then I bought a Sabine Wren. They're the Star Wars Black Series figures.
Yes.
So
I got to pick those up now because I prefer the live action ones to the cartoony ones.
Yes.
So I need to pick up the new, because I didn't pick up any of the Rebels figures that existed before because they wouldn't have matched all of my live action characters. Yep. Like I waited to get into Ahsoka until they made a Rosario Dawson one.
Right. And I'm really mad when I'm sorry.
No, I was going to go ahead.
I love her helmet.
I'm really mad that when I was there, I was going to buy both Tech and Wrecker because I didn't really have anybody else I really cared about. And I was like, I should just buy one, be good, because I had to buy groceries, and groceries are expensive.
Yeah.
And so I didn't buy Wrecker, but I'm like, I'll just go back. So I tried to go back today. Of course, they're all fucking gone.
And that's the only one I really want.
Right.
Even though it'll break my rules. Wrecker is... Like, I'm okay with Bad Batch. I think it's fine, but Wrecker is my boy.
Mm.
Right. So I got those. I was trying to think if there's something else I got. No, that was it. I did, of course, when you're at whatever, pick one. We're going to try this. We're going to try this way this time. We're doing the mystery thing again. These are Guardian of the Galaxy minis. I don't.
And these, like, there's not a bad one of the bunch. Like,
no, that's why I liked them. I was like,
and there was a Legend of Zelda one where I was like, every single one of these is fire. Because, like, these Disney ones we got, I got the one I didn't want. And I found one the other day, too, and I was like, okay, I doubt I'm going to get the gummy bear again. The rest of them are fine.
Nice,
Max
please.
is okay, but the rest is amazing. And I got Max, so I'm done buying those.
Well,
I'm never going to get Goliath. I'm never going to get fucking...
I got Golden Boy. That's what I got.
Oh, yeah, Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Which one did you get?
I got Nebula.
Oh, of course you did. Who'd you get? Oh, you got the raccoon. You got mini Rocket.
Oh, but he's
Baby
naked.
Rocket.
He's sure naked.
Oh, yeah, Baby Rocket.
Baby Rocket.
God, look at his cute little eyes, too. Oh, I love him.
I love him. I want him. I want to squish him and hug him and play. Because we need more shit around the fucking desk, but whatever.
Hey, my thing is relatively
Well, it's because that's Rob's side, and he doesn't...
lame.
He's kind of, What? Anyways. I think. Oh, I did. I did buy. It's not here yet, but I did buy something I found on Etsy. It's a 3D printed kyber crystal holder with it's a little kit you put together, and it pops up, and it's got a light in it. You can change color on. But
I've seen those.
It's kind of like if you think about the fucking Barbasol can and fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yep, I've seen those. They're very cool.
I want one for
so
my
it's 3D printed.
room.
It was pretty inexpensive. It was like $40, I think, plus shipping and handling. And that's for the raw kit, so I can paint it any way I want to, and I have to put it together. But I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the stand I got because I want it's a lightsaber stand, but then it has ports for all of the kyber crystals, and then an extra non-lit up one for the black one. And he custom painted it Jedi Temple Guards now for me. It's very cool. Nice.
I did find a thing file for Jedi Temple Guard armor on Etsy, and I almost bought it, but I don't know if I can. I have to get my 3D printer back up.
I know. I haven't even recalibrated mine since I moved. So
right. So I was just saying that
at some point.
If you, I didn't know if you wanted Jedi Temple Guard armor.
I do eventually want to put together like a full outfit for it, but
and I did decide I could do an in between Captain Rex from the end of Rebels to Ahsoka, end of Rebels, end of Clone Wars, before Rebels. Mm-hmm. Captain Rex.
I do want
before I went all gray.
And see, that's the thing is, I want to do. I want to get one of the helmets that has the visor on it, the Field Commander ones. Because I would like to put together a Commander Doom suit because he was very cool.
He was very cool.
And they only have a 3.5-inch figure for him. I have it, but they don't make a 6-inch for him.
Etsy has a lot of 3D printed helmets.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my god, so many.
And a lot of them aren't all that expensive. I think they're usually between $60 and $80, $90, depending on how complicated they are. Because my Mandalorian one was $60, I think, plus shipping and handling. And then I bought the different extension parts that are coming at the end of October. I don't know why they're so late, but anyways. I bought different earpieces for them. I think we were talking about it on set that one day. Mm-hmm. I ended up buying them. So
nice.
Add my own flair to my own Mandalorian helmet.
Good.
But they have a really cool Mandalorian Spartan that looks like a Mandalorian helmet, but looks kind of like the Spartan from 300 helmet. And it's got battle damage on it. And that's it's pretty cheap, but it's pretty sweet. I might buy that for myself just because. Then do a red and black type Spartan look. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to paint my fucking one I have now. So, choices. See the kind of choices we have to make here. These are hard.
These are difficult life
really
decisions.
Difficult life choices.
Fucking being an adult, man.
Sucks.
Yeah, right. Well, if I was a kid, I'd probably paint it some stupid color.
Yeah.
Kid me would probably paint it a stupid color. I'd be like, oh, black. You should do it all black. And it'd be dumb. Anyways. I think it's about it for Nerd Grabs for me. I think I'm pretty positive. Yeah. I think that's it.
Sweet. Let's lightsabers are some bitch up then.
Lightsabers are expensive, by the way.
Lightsabers are expensive.
I
have a problem.
I do too.
I need to get to fucking Florida so I can build my first one.
Or California. Either
or California. I was looking into California when I saw you were there. I'm like, oh, that's California. Because California is a lot less shitty than Florida. Florida as a state, as a general.
Yeah. Was it when you were staying on comparatively to Walt Disney Florida, more or less about the same to stay on grounds in California?
It's a little more in California.
I don't know. We didn't have to pay for the room.
Who'd you kill?
No one.
Oh. Suck some dick or?
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm doing wrong. Damn it.
Start sucking dick.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
It sounds like there's a story there, but you'll tell us off air. And tell us now. All right. Anyways, yeah. So this has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 168, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you next time.
Next episode's gonna be a good number.
Yes, it is.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.